Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again. We are now on binder number 11. I'm just going to do this one for now, but I will be back later this afternoon. Hopefully, we'll finish it today, or if not, by Thursday latest. It's Thursday supposed to be another crummy day. Today's very dark and overcast. Tomorrow's supposed to rain, but we're trying through this. We kick off binder number 11 with the Rock's dad, Rocky Johnson. As you see, signed right there in the middle, Rocky Johnson. So cool in there of the Rock's dad, Rocky Johnson, with the title belt. Okay. All right. Next, we have the Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper on a WWE photo file from 2006. As you see, signs it up here, Roddy Piper. Nice clear signature there in silver on a WWE photo file. The Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. On the back here, we have that fan again, Bob Pivaroff, who met Rowdy Roddy Piper. Signed the full name, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and he scribed 1997 on it. So there's Bob with Piper in a photo taken from 1997 when Piper was in WCW. Here's another one of Roddy Piper. I believe I got this one from High Spots back in the day. So, back when his autograph was reasonable, nothing crazy. So there it says Roddy Piper in that one. There he's in the ring, ready to fight. All right, our next one is a dual sign one. This came from James Fabiano. It's Rodney Mack, so he signed it right here. And then Teddy Long wrote Holla. So Teddy Long, Holla, and Rodney Mack. So Rodney Mack was a gimmick. He did this thing called the White Boy Challenge, competed mainly around 2003 WWE, and this picture is from 2003, actually. So Rodney Mack, along with his manager, Teddy Long, or Theodore R. Long, as they called him, okay? Next, we have the current, I don't know if it's Raw World Champion or Heavyweight Champion. I don't really follow the product anymore, but I heard he won again at WrestleMania. I don't follow it. This is Roman Reigns. He's a relative of The Rock. It says Roman Reigns, WWE Champ. It is a PSA certed photo, and it's a 2014 photo file. So Roman Reigns, the current heavyweight champion in WWE. I'm not sure how many years he's been champion, but it's been a while, it seems like. So Roman Reigns. And there's the PSA cert on the back. Next, we have the big outlaw, Ron Bass, signed right here in silver. Ron Bass. So cool one there of the big outlaw, Ron Bass. Next, we have Ron Simmons. This is when he was the WCW World Champion between August and December of 92. So he wrote Ron Simmons, WCW Champ, 1992. So nice, cool inscription there of Ron Simmons, and when he was the World Heavyweight Champion, the first African-American heavyweight champion in a major federation such as WWF or WCW, and that was in WCW 1992. Next, we have Ronda Rousey, signed down here, Ronda Rousey. I guess she was inspired by Rowdy Roddy Piper. She wore his gear for a while, so nice, cool one there of the former UFC fighter and current WWE superstar or diva, wherever you call her, Ronda Rousey. Next, we have Rugged Ronnie Garvin, and he wrote NWA Champion Ronnie Garvin. So cool inscription there. There he is with the big Ric Flair NWA title. So pretty amazing. He was an NWA heavyweight champion, considering in the WWF, like he was nothing more than maybe a mid-carder at most. So Rugged Ronnie Garvin as the NWA heavyweight champion. See, someone's in the chat. If you want to talk, feel free. I'll discuss things with you. Okay. Here's signed in red. We have another one of Ronnie Garvin, signed right there in red. This is more of his WWF look, where you have the towel around his shoulders. So pretty cool image there of Ronnie Garvin. Next, we have a dual sign photo. This is a hot feud from late 89. It ended at the Royal Rumble 1990. It's Ronnie Garvin and Greg the Hammer Valentine. These guys feuded for almost a year. Had some big fights. I think Valentine won the feud overall, but Garvin won the last match at the Rumble 90. So there the two of them are. Dual signed Ronnie Garvin grabbing the nose of Greg the Hammer Valentine. All right, next on a WWE photo file from 2014, we have Rosa Mendez. We saw her earlier with Primo and Epico. There she is solo, Rosa Mendez in a gold outfit. Here's another one of Rosa Mendez in a silver outfit. There it is signed in blue. So Rosa Mendez again. All right, next we have a let me flip this over so we can see better. We have a dual sign photo. It's Rosemary, who's the one with the face paint, and Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie is I believe the girlfriend of John Morrison these days. And that's Rosemary with her. So Rosemary, Taya Valkyrie, dual sign. Again, I don't follow current product too much. I don't know these people that well, but there they are. Next, we have Rosie. So remember, we had Superhero in training, and he teamed up with Hurricane Helms. So we had Citizen Rosie. There he is, signed as Rosie, the superhero. Next, we have the fabulous Rougeau brothers. So I put them under R for Rougeau brothers. So we have Jacques Rougeau and Raymond Rougeau. We saw some solo ones of them earlier, but here's one of them together, getting ready for action. This might even be from WrestleMania 3, this picture. I'm not positive, but there they are. Jacques and Raymond, the fabulous Rougeau brothers. And here's another one of them as the Rougeau brothers. This is when they won the tag team titles in August of 1987 from the Hart Foundation. So basically, they won the titles for one night in Montreal, and then they kind of like reversed the decision later or something. But there is a cool photo of them with the titles. So it's signed Jacques Rougeau here, Raymond Rougeau over there. Nice photo there of the Rougeau brothers. Next, we have R-Truth, Mr. What's Up, What's Up. He also played K-Quick, so he signed it right there in blue as R-Truth. It's on a WWE photo file from 2012. So there we go, R-Truth. Next, we have a combo, a dual sign from a 2014 photo file. It's Rusev and Lana. So there's Rusev and Lana together. Remember, Rusev originally wrestled with no shoes on and stuff like that, and that's his girlfriend Lana. I don't know if they're still dating or not in real life, or whatever, but they were a couple at one time though. Rusev and Lana. All right, next we have a former enhancement talent. He sent this to me directly. His name is Russ Greenberg, and there you see on the Superstars logo of him curling the ring. So he wrote to Todd, best wishes, Russ Greenberg, Ginny Star. Or something. I guess he had some kind of other gimmick or something like that. If anyone knows what that gimmick is, I don't know, but let me know. Also, I just remember from yesterday the other member PG-13. His name is JC Ice. So that was the gimmick for Jamie Dundee. Remember I said I forgot for a second. He's JC Ice. This is Russ Greenberg though. Don't know his second gimmick, but there he is, ready to compete on a match on Superstars. Next up is the sister of Ken Shamrock. This is Ryan Shamrock, and see, she's like in a blue dress. It's like see-through, and she's got some big, I guess you call it tits, whatever. So there she's signed up there. Ryan Shamrock. Love Ryan Shamrock. It might be hard to see things. Takes kind of like a darker, cloudy day. All right, next up is Ryback. So he wrote "Feed Me More," and then he wrote Ryback, WWE Intercontinental Champion. So pretty cool inscription there of Ryback, signing both the "Feed Me More" quote and how he's the Intercontinental Champion. So nice one there of Ryback. Next, we have Saba Simba, who is Tony Atlas, and he signed down here as Saba Simba. Funny gimmick he used in late 1990, early 91. Only about 5 months, but Saba Simba. And there's a second one here of Saba Simba. There's with the tribal thing like Kamala used. He's supposed to feud with Akeem, but Akeem left the WWF, so Saba Simba appeared in the 1991 Royal Rumble. All right, next we have Sable. We saw her earlier with Mark Marrow. There's a solo one of the lovely Sable. Here's a second one of Sable, like posing like as for a model thing or something. So there's Sable again. Next, we have a dual sign photo. So we have Sabu. So this is Sabu ECW and Bill Alfonso up there. There they are. Sabu and Bill Alfonso together. Here's another dual sign one. This is from ECW. It says Sabu here, Tommy Dreamer there. So they are together, Sabu and Tommy Dreamer. I guess you saw these words across your because this photo is bigger. That's why you saw it on below. This is a former enhancement talent. I think he just passed away recently. His name is Salvatore Belemo. So he signed it right here. It's like dark by the boots. He was kind of like an enhancement low card talent guy for the WWF for many years. He also competed in ECW as the Wild Man Sal Belemo. But here he is, Salvatore Belemo. This one came from High Spots. All right, next one is our pal. We talked about him earlier as Johnny Gunn. Here he is as Salvatore Sincere on a WWF 1996 promo type picture. So there he is as Sal Sincere. I first saw him at a house show in the Meadowlands in like July '96, and my first time I thought maybe it was like Rick Martel. I couldn't tell, but then I quickly realized that was somebody different. It was the guy who played he's Tom Brandy, and he also played Johnny Gunn. So Salvatore Sincere. All right, next we have Sam Houston. He's the brother of Jake Roberts, and the sister, his sister's Rockin' Robin. So he wrote to Todd, best of luck, Sam Houston, and there he is in the ring, ready to compete. So nice personalized photo there from our good pal Sam Houston. And here's another one of Sam Houston, inserted by our pal Bill Paley at Wrestling Incorporated. So he wrote Sam Houston there. He looks very skinny in this photo. He's got some title belt, so this must be from the NWA or something. Sam Houston. It's funny, everything of Sam Houston, and they also play like in a basketball conference at school called Stephen F. Austin. I imagine like Sam Houston facing Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is funny. And they did have a match in WCW actually back in '91. All right, this is a combo. It's Sam Houston over here, and we have Baby Doll over there. So we have a couple different combos with Baby Doll, different people. We saw earlier with Nikita, and then that fight as well with Magnum and Tully. There she is, though, with Sam Houston. So dual signed photo of Sam Houston and Baby Doll. This one's a pretty good one. It's a triple signed photo of the Samoan SWAT team. So we have Samoan SWAT team SST Fatu over here. We have Samu over here in gold, and then we have Paul E. Dangerously over here in blue. So everybody signed in the photo. This came from Scott D. Ferenzi. So we have the Samoan SWAT team and Paul E. Dangerously triple signed photo when they were together in the NWA back in like, I guess, 89 and 90. So cool photo there of them together, all three signed. This one's from Head Shrinker Samu, another wrestler I gave his matches to, and he gave me some merchandise back as an appreciation. Like I have his ring jacket, a turnbuckle pad, signed some photos for me. So good guy, Samu. So he wrote, "Thanks for everything, Todd. Stay safe, Samu 2011." And then there's a Head Shrinker picture on a WWF promo picture from 1994. So Head Shrinker Samu signed that one. Next, we have the Sandman, and he signed it up here. This is from his ECW days, smoking the cigarette when he's managed by a woman. Here he is as the ECW World Champion. So nice photo there of the Sandman. I love how he came out to Enter Sandman. Great song here with Mariano Rivera. Used it for the Yankees too. Here is a dual sign photo. So we have the Sandman over here and Missy Hyatt over there. Basically, when Woman left for WCW, they briefly gave Sandman a new manager, and Missy Hyatt took over as the woman role. So there she is with Sandman. It's dual signed by both Sandman and Missy Hyatt. And that's from ECW 1996. All right, next is Sandy Beach, the only autograph I ever sold to Jimmy Rooney. So it says Sandy Beach, WWF. There he is curling in the ring, getting ready for a match, probably in like Madison Square Garden or the Nassau Coliseum. But it's Sandy Beach. He competed in 88 and 89 for the WWF. And I think he made a brief return in 92 as well. Next, we have Santino Marella, and they re-signed it as Santino. And there he is with the Cobra sock thing, so very funny gimmick. Santino Marella. Next up, we have Sarah Logan, and she signed over there. She was one of the members of the Riot Squad, which also had Liv Morgan and whoever the other one was. I forgot off the top of my head. But there's Sarah Logan. Oh, Ruby Riott was the other one, I think, right? All right, this is a new one. I just got this a couple days ago. This is Paige under the name Saraya, and is JSA certified. You know what that means? It's real. It's funny when I was getting this coming in. I was showing people some new items coming in, but I said I might keep some. And a couple of people actually wanted this photo, but I decided to keep it in my personal collection instead. So there is Paige as Saraya, and there's the JSA cert. There's a clear close-up of the signature. So Saraya, who also is known as Paige. There's the JSA cert on the back. Next, we have the boss, Sasha Banks. This is Bill Paley's wrestling insert on a 2015 WWE photo file. So there she is, Sasha Banks, popular current product diva. Here's another one of Sasha Banks, signed over here by like her chest area. Sasha Banks, the boss. I actually have one of her currently for sale too, if anyone's interested. I do have a Sasha for sale. I think it's a JSA certed one too. Here's another one of Sasha Banks. This one is JSA certed. It's kind of like one of those photos you mix the color. They call it metallic photo or something like that. So you can see her blue hair, and it's kind of like a black and white kind of photo. So interesting stuff there. Sasha Banks. All right. Next is Savio Vega. He wrote Savio Vega, Puerto Rico. You still have that Sandy Beach? Yeah, the only photo I ever sold you, Rooney. I wish I could sell you more. You never want to buy from me, though, even though I'm trustworthy. So we have Savio Vega, Puerto Rico, right over here. Next, we have a triple sign of Savio Vega's different gimmicks. So it's Savio Vega down here, Quang over here, and then TNT over there. So you wear a gimmick like I guess in some other organization called TNT. And of course, in the WWF, he played Savio Vega and Quang. So Savio Vega, Quang, and TNT. Cool edit, triple sign all three gimmicks. This probably came from our pal ESS, I'm guessing. I'm not positive though. All right. Next is I apologize if I say her last name wrong. I'm kind of guessing. I don't follow. Scarlett, is it Bordeaux or Bourgeois? So it's Scarlett. There she is. Loves Scarlett. Cool red outfit. We saw her earlier with her man carrying cross, but there's a solo one of Scarlett. That one is got some kind of service, it's like Power Play sports cards or something. All right, this is another one of Scarlett in black, signed over here. It says Love Scarlett. Here's a third one of Scarlett. This came from our pal Steve Hood. Steve Hood, as he leans back in his chair, Mr. Fat Ass. He's so funny. All right, Steve Hurt gave me this Scarlett, and there she is, like in like her. You said the first time, so Bordeaux, Scarlett Bordeaux. Okay, so there she is, like in her her nighttime clothes or whatever, her sex outfit. So Scarlett Bordeaux there. Steve Hurt probably loves that ass. So funny photo there of Scarlett. Next, we have Scott Casey. He was a low-card WWF guy around 87, 88. Competed at the Survivor Series 88 on Jake the Snake's team. Scott Casey, I believe, is also in World Class and some other organizations. He's still alive, actually. So there he is, Scott Casey. So he wrote Cowboy Scott Casey here. I think some people brought him in for a virtual as well. I'm not sure who. All right, here's our pal. This is a JSA certain one too, Scott Hall. So he signed Scott Hall, and then he wrote For Life over here. So let's see if you can see it clearly. Yeah, you can see it better now. I know the lighting's tough because it's a cloudy day here in New Jersey today. But it says Scott Hall For Life and a JSA certed NWO photo. And there in the back is the certificate for that. And then here's another smaller photo of Scott Hall I have. So another one of the legendary Scott Hall. Everyone loves Razor Ramon Scott Hall. Sadly, I never got to meet him, though. All right. Did you meet him, Rooney? Did you ever meet Scott Hall? All right. Next one is Scott McGee. He was a low-card WWF guy, I think in 86 and 87, maybe even 85. He wrote Best Wishes, Scott McGee. He was kind of short, but a semi-talented worker, though. Scott McGee. Next is Scott Norton, or they call him Scott Flash Norton. So he wrote Scott Norton, NWO for life. There is a cool NWO photo of Scott Norton. Next, we have the son of Ivan Putski. This is Scott Putski. So he wasn't around long, maybe like in WWF in 97. And I think he was in WCW in 98 as well. So there he is, Scott Putski. Not too many autographs of him out there. Next, we have, this is a new one I got recently. This is Scott Sanford. He's a guy who works on like the Channel 11 news here in the New Jersey, New York area. But he also now does some work for WWE. I remember seeing him at the Access thing I went to in 2013. This is Scott Sanford on a WWE picture. Oh, it's Stanford or Sanford. I forgot how to pronounce it, but that's it. You guys also got Scott through the mail on a card, yeah. This is Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. Holler if you hear me. Funny how he used to be such a great, talented worker, and then we took steroids, he became huge. Look at those arms, right? Massive. And once he was Big Papa Pump, like and he feuded Triple H, all he could do was like chops and clubs. Like his moveset became pretty pathetic. I'd rather have the skinnier Scott Steiner who like can do better moves than this guy, but he loved being Freakzilla. Still alive today, Scott Steiner. Next, we have Scotty Flamingo, a rare gimmick of who guy was Raven and Johnny Polo. So he signed as Scotty Flamingo. This was in WCW 92, beginning of 93. Cool gimmick of Scotty Flamingo before he jumped to the WWF. Next, we have the other half of the American males, Scotty Riggs. This is when he was in the flock with Raven. So we have Scotty Riggs here. Got an eye patch and like jean type shorts, Scotty Riggs. Yeah, I got Riggs through the mail also. Thanks, Rooney. Here we have Scotty Too Hottie. I actually have a couple Sky Too Hotties I'm trying to sell right now. So if anybody wants them, let me know. There's Scotty Too Hottie from Too Cool Dancing in the Ring. Here's one. I remember ESS was trying to ask like $200 for this guy. I bought him for like $20, so I don't know like where he got his price from. But this is Special Delivery Jones right there, SD Jones. And I think that might be Dean Malenko, maybe not. Okay, this is SD Jones. Like it's some like low budget indie show. It looks like so. Special Delivery Jones, kind of a tough graph to get, but I thought it was funny when ESS wanted $200 for him. You remember that, Rooney, when COVID first happened? He was trying to sell them for like a year. No one was ever buying it. Exactly. So there's SD Jones. I think I paid 20 or 25, no joke. And I originally had a black and white photo. It was personalized. I paid the same price or more, and then I sold that one, and I kept this one. All right. Next is Sean Mooney. We love him in the Event Center and Coliseum Video, doing commentary. Lord Alfred Hayes, classic stuff. This is a 1988 WWF promo type picture, signed by the legendary Sean Mooney. And still does the news out there in Tucson, Arizona. So Sean Mooney. Next, we have this is a super rare one. Like even when I bought it, he was probably like $70 or $80. Now I think he goes for a few hundred because there's like not much of him out there. It's Sean O'Hare on a WCW promo picture signed over here. He also appeared in WWE like around 2003. He was managed by Roddy Piper. But not many graphs out there of the legendary Sean O'Hare because then he passed away at a young age as well. So Sean O'Hare. And in the back is like some WCW like letter thing that they prove this is a cert by them. It's even got like their Atlanta address and everything. It says Sean O'Hare personal autograph, the official WCW publicity photo while he was employed at WCW, witnessed by a WCW executive. So Sean O'Hare. Next is Serena Deeb. She also was that. They just call her Serena. What was her name on the Straight Edge Society when she was with CM Punk? I'm trying to remember. But this is her as Serena Deeb, though. I think she was just called Serena, right? When she was with CM Punk and Luke Gallows. But there she's actually with hair, though, and she's like a women's champion in a different organization. So Serena Deeb. Yeah, that's what I thought. She was just Serena. Thank you for confirming, Rooney. Next, we have the legendary Sergeant Slaughter. There he is signed up there. Nice full signature there of Sergeant Slaughter. You saw him earlier with General Adnan, and we saw him with did we see that one yet? No, we're gonna see that one in a minute. But you saw him with Jim Duggan earlier, though. There's Sergeant Slaughter. And here's the one I was talking about. It's dual signed by Sergeant Slaughter and General Adnan from 1990 on a promo picture. So as you see, Slaughter signed it over there, and General Adnan over here in black. So dual sign of the drill sergeant, Sergeant Slaughter. Turn up, you maggot. And there's General Adnan with him. Dual sign photo. This came from the Wrestling Universe. So again, Adnan here in black, Slaughter big over there. All right, next we have a young franchise Shane Douglas. This is like either his WCW days or 1990 WWF. So it says the franchise Shane Douglas the third. So interesting how he signs the third, Shane Douglas. We saw some ones earlier with him and Francine together. Here he is the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. It just signed Shane Douglas III, so nice one there. Next, we have Shane McMahon, Stephanie in the picture, but only signed by Shane. He wrote Shane O'Mac. I was actually one of the few people that got Shane for free through the mail, too. I actually sent him a card through the mail. He signed that. So nice one there of Shane McMahon. It was in WCW, you think, Rooney? Okay, so I guess that was WCW, the first picture of Shane Douglas. This is my autograph of Shane McMahon, as he wrote Shane O'Mac. I have him on a card as well, which we'll maybe get to at some point. Next up is a low card guy, Shannon Moore. I remember I bought this autograph. It cost me like $6, including shipping. So I don't even think the guy made money on this. He probably lost money, paid me money to take Shannon Moore. So this is Shannon Moore right here. I got this around the early stages of COVID. Shannon Moore, Matt Hardy follower. Next up, as ESS likes to say, Shaul Guerrero. This is the daughter of Eddie Guerrero. I don't even know if she made it to the big times yet, but her name is Shaul Guerrero. Do you like to yell Shaul like that? And there's another guy joining us in the chat, but I guess I scared him away, yelling Shaul. All right, next up is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. This is after he won the world title at WrestleMania 12. As you clearly see, it says Shawn Michaels, HBK. Nice photo there of the Heartbreak Kid. On the back here, you have a nice magazine page of Shawn Michaels. Sherry in the photo with him, but only signed by Shawn. It says Shawn Michaels, Love, Heartbreak Kids. This is like his original, like 1992 signature. Awesome photo there of him with Sherry. And he signed as Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid. And nice inscription. There are not many Heartbreak Kids out there for him. And there it is again with Sherry in the photo. All right, next one is the more like 2000, anything between I guess 2003 and 8. This is the way Shawn Michaels looks. So Shawn Michaels signed over there. Shawn Michaels HBK signed over there. All right, next we have a rocker photo of Shawn Michaels. So there he is with Bob Pivaroff. Shawn Michaels signed the small photo over here. Next up is Shawn Michaels from like 2010 or so at WrestleMania. So it says Shawn Michaels, HBK. There he is posing in the ring, Shawn Michaels. Next is Shawn Stasiak. We talked yesterday about how Rooney got Shawn Stasiak through the mail. So he wrote Blessings, Shawn Stasiak. So Shawn Stasiak there signed in pink, or interesting color choice. Next we have Sheamus. He goes, whoa. So there's Sheamus over there with the world title after he won it, probably at a WrestleMania or something. Sheamus. I think this one came from Richie Sorrentino. Next, we have Shelly Martinez. Sign over here, Shelly Martinez. And there she is in her vampire kind of gimmick with heels and interesting outfits. So again, sign there as Shelly Martinez. Next, we have Shelton Benjamin. Sign up here, Shelton Benjamin. There he is with the United States title. You'll see them later as Team Angle with Charlie Haas, but there's a solo one of Shelton Benjamin as the U.S. champion. Next, we have a couple different ones of Sensational Sherry. So some people have trouble just getting one. I have a few of them. This is a black and white photo. Other people have the same pose I've seen online. It's just signed Sherry Martel. All right, on the back is this is Bob Pivaroff again, meeting Sensational Sherry. So he signed it as Sherry Martel on top, as you see. So there's Bob Pivaroff with Sherry Martel, signed by Sherry. Here's one with Ted DiBiase. Some people even have it dual signed. I don't. I just have it signed by Sherry. It says Sherry Martel Money. So there she is with DiBiase, signed by Sensational Sherry. There's a close-up of the signature if you need to see it. And there's my third one then of Sensational Sherry in red, with red outfit and the wall in the background. So it says Sherry Martel. So you have 3 different poses here of Sensational Sherry. And again, there's the signature clearly if you want to see it. Or actually 4 if you count the small photo with Bob Pivaroff. So 4 autographs of Sensational Sherry. All right, next one is The Shield, and it's signed by Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. So you see, it's kind of, they do dark on dark. This one came from actually Bob Pivaroff. This is Roman Reigns over here, and Dean Ambrose signed it over here. So it's kind of hard to see because they're dark on dark, but it is dual signed though. Roman Reigns in the middle and Dean Ambrose there by his face. And it's got the third member as well, but only signed, though, by Roman and Dean Ambrose. So there they are, the Shield on a WWE 2013 photo file. All right, next is Shinja. He also played Sato of the Orient Express, and he managed Hakushi. So he signed it as Akio Sato. So there he is, Shinja. All right, next one is Shinsuke Nakamura. There's the JSA cert, signed by Shinsuke Nakamura. And then on the back is the JSA cert. So it is Shinsuke Nakamura over here, JSA certain. Next is the Shockmaster, signed over there. He's got the helmet on, the Shockmaster. Next is Shotzi. She's a current product diva, so it says Shotzi over there. There's the JSA cert, so we have Shotzi over here. And there in the back, you can see the JSA cert. So again, Shotzi with JSA cert. Next is Sick Boy from Raven's Flock, signed there as Sick Boy. Then we have a couple different ones of Sid, and there's different names. So this one is Sid Justice. Then we have Sid Vicious. And of course, we have Psycho Sid. So that one's from Survivor Series 96. So 3 different Sids, Sid Justice, Vicious, and Psycho Sid. Next, we have Sign Guy Dudley. He sent this to me directly through the mail. He wrote Sign Guy Dudley, 3D ECW. As you see, Bubba Ray, Big Dick, Devon, Joe Gerner, all in the picture with him. Only signed by Sign Guy Dudley. There's another one of Sign Guy Dudley in a small picture. He wrote Sign Guy Dudley ECW, and he said, "Thanks so much, stay extreme, Sign Guy Dudley ECW." Next, we have Simon Dean. He signed it up here in pink. If you can't see it that well, there it is, Simon Dean. Funny gimmick there, played by Hollywood Nova, Simon Dean, Mike Bucci. Here's a rare one. It's CV Afi. He was one of the Islanders later at the end, and he was a babyface. Tried to take over for Snuka. Not that cool. So he wrote CV Afi, 1986. Nice photo of him getting ready for action. Next, we have Skinner. He wrote Skinner, WWF 91. So Skinner, WWF 91. Here's a second one of Skinner. He just wrote Skinner, WWF in this one. You also saw him earlier with Max Moon in a different photo. Here's the Doctor of Style, the Slickster, and he signed it up here in the corner. It says Slick. Let's see if you can see that. Let me move the camera. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, Slick up here. So there he is, the Doctor of Style, Slick. Next, we have the Smoking Guns on a 1993 promo picture. So you have Billy Gunn here, Bart Gunn there. I think this is a new one. So there they are, the Smoking Guns. There's another Smoking Guns one from 1995. Billy Gunn here, Bart Gunn there, Smoking Guns. And a third one of the Smoking Guns here in a 1995 Billy Gunn, Bart Gunn, 95 promo picture. Next, we have Sonny Ono and the Ultimo Dragon. Dual signs. Nice one, Sonny Ono and the Ultimo Dragon. And here we have Bob Pivaroff meeting Yuji Nagata. So rare autograph there of Yuji Nagata with Bob Pivaroff. Next, we have Sonya Deville. She's a current product diva, Sonya Deville. Next, we have Southern Justice, who were the Godwins. Also, Tex Slashinger and Mark, Tex Slashinger and Shanghai Pierce. I'm sorry. Okay. So you wrote Mark Canterbury here and Dennis, I forget his name, Dennis, whatever his name, Dennis Knight. Yeah, Dennis Knight, Mark Canterbury, Southern Justice from WWF 98-99. Next, we have the Spider Lady. This is not Moolah, so somebody else who played her. It was Penny Mitchell. So the Spider Lady, Penny Mitchell. And that will conclude binder number 11. I'll be back with binder 12 later today. Bye, everybody. Coming!